This has got to be more than 10 years old. I don't know. Does perfume have an expiry date? Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jasleen, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today I was doing a bit of organizing and cleaning up, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to go through my perfume collection with you guys. So I ordered a couple of weeks back from Amazon a clear, I don't know if you can see because it's so see-through and so clean because I just took all the styrofoam and everything off, but I got a clear case, if you can tell, and it's a display case. I still have to assemble the shelves, but usually I store my perfumes in this tray. And although the tray is beautiful, the perfumes are getting a little bit overwhelming, and they're jumbled up. They get really, really dusty and really, really not good looking at all. And so I wanted something that displayed the fragrances, but that eliminated the possibility of them getting dusty and grimy looking. So this comes with a door, which I've yet to attach, and there's going to be shelves and all that in there as well. So we'll get started. So this is the situation. Look how dusty these get. Ugh. They just do not look beautiful at all. So we're going to fix that right now. Okay, so these aren't going to be in any particular order, but I'll start with I'll start with what I can get at, okay? So the shelves, it comes with 3 shelves, and they come with like the paper stuck to it. So I knew going in that based on the size of my perfumes, I'm going to have to eliminate one shelf. And this display case is not really meant for fragrances, I believe. It was, when I saw it first, I'm just gonna take this off, it displayed like figurines, right? So I thought it was really cool. And then they have different versions, like mine has like a spinning base, and there's a mirror on the bottom, and then there's a lock on the door, which is kind of nice. So I'm gonna see what I can fit. I might display some SLGs, like small ones that I have on the top, so that they're handy. So I'm not going to put this in the center shelf. I'm going to leave it on the bottom shelf. And I hate when I take the paper off because I'm still getting fingerprints all over it, but I think it won't fit in there, but it'll fit. I'll just stack it on here so that it's safe, and if I ever need it. Okay, so the thing about scents, and I can't really tell you what I prefer, what I think is best, because I think smelling a perfume, it's very personal. So yes, smell is one of our 5 senses, but how we interpret that smell is entirely subjective, and your sensory experience of that scent is based on your past experiences and past memories with that scent, and what thoughts you associate with that. So somebody, for instance, I have Chanel No. 5, which I received as a gift. This is the special edition red bottle, but I don't like Chanel No. 5. I don't know what it is, I just don't like it, but I have it because it's a gift, and yes, it looks pretty, but I don't like the smell of it, while other people do. And people have certain aversions to smells. I know with me, with specific scents, I get headaches, particularly to some forms of rose. Like I can only do rose in specific scents, not all of them, otherwise I get a headache. Oud is a very high-end scent. It makes you smell very, very expensive, so it's always recommended to have a bit of oud in your fragrances if you want to smell sophisticated. But I don't know, it just reminds me of like the incense sticks that we use in prayer, and that gives me a headache. So I'm not a fan of oud, so I'll take it in small doses, but like I can't do like the full-on rose oud. It just gives me a headache, it makes me nauseated. So my point is, everybody's perspective for fragrance is individual, and it depends on your sensory perception of that scent. Okay, so what I smell may smell different to me than what it does to you based on how your brain processes that scent. So I'm not going to try to get all scientific and go into neuroscience, but that's just our experience of scent. So I can't tell you like you need to get this, but I'll tell you what I like. Okay, so we're gonna go in and we're just gonna polish these up. While I have the Chanel No. 5, I'm just taking like a microfiber cloth. I just kind of wet one side. And the Chanel No. 5 I received as a gift from my sisters for my birthday, and they bought this for me because it was a special edition bottle. And you know, I opened it and it looks nice. Maybe I might end up, you know, going for it or liking it, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know what it is. It just, I don't know what it is, but it kind of, I don't want to sound rude, but to me it smells like cat pee. Let me know if you feel the same way. Maybe it's just because I can smell certain notes that other people can't. And I know I have a big nose, so I get it. I can smell everything, but maybe I pick up certain notes differently than other people, and that's why to me it smells like cat's piss, but to somebody else it might not. Actually, I gave it another chance and it doesn't smell like cat piss anymore, but it's just a lot more powdery and flowery. This doesn't fit up here, so I'm gonna have to put it here, okay? Next one. So I brought you a little closer. This is the mammoth bottle of Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is a 6-ounce bottle. 6.8 fluid ounces that I purchased from duty free several years ago, and I was first introduced to this scent. My husband, before we got married, was traveling to India, and he stopped in England on the way, and went on his way back here, and he purchased this for me. And he told me, he asked one of the girls, what is a perfect scent for, you know, I want to bring back a gift for, I was then his girlfriend, but they had suggested Coco Mademoiselle, and it is still one of my favorite smells. I have very fond memories. This actually reminds me of my wedding. It reminds me of my honeymoon because I was wearing this a lot. Not this particular bottle. I finished his bottle, and then at the ceremony where we do, so in our culture we don't, I mean, some people do a proposal and all that, but you know, we did like a ceremony at home where just our families meet, and well, they've met before, but you know, we have a formal thing, and we, you know, they basically give me money and my family gives my husband money, and then we kind of seal the deal. And then we had another ceremony where they give me like a stole and then jewelry, and then my family gives my husband, you know, other gifts and whatnot, and the transaction is complete, and then we can get married. So at that point my in-laws had made a basket for me with beauty items and all that, and in there was a box of Chanel perfume, in which there was a smaller bottle of the mammoth bottle I have, and there was a travel atomizer, which is this here, and that's what it looks like. I know there's several of these on the market, but this one's actually empty, but there was small refill bottles in there. So I finished all the refill bottles. I still have the atomizer, and I've saved the smaller, I think that was a 75 or 50 milliliter bottle if I'm not mistaken. So I can kind of stick that here. So this mammoth bottle, once I finish it, and if I'm still on YouTube, if you remember from 20K, Chanel 20K, they had the sort of perfume bottle bags. They had one in black and white, and I'll insert photos, and then they also had one with like gems on it. And when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I have an extra large bottle. So when I finish this, I will, and if I'm still on YouTube, I will DIY and attach a chain to it, and then just wear it as an accessory. It obviously won't be a functioning bag, but I just wear it as an accessory for flex purposes. But yeah, let me know what you think of that idea. Next, okay, I think since we're on the topic of Chanel, let's look for, oh, this one. So this bottle is absolutely stunning. This is Gabrielle Chanel. I can't remember where I purchased this. Maybe I purchased it here, I can't remember, or if it was in the States. So that fits in the lower tier. So I had already measured, and that fits there. I don't know if you can see. Let me lower the camera. Hopefully that's better. Okay, I might be cut off, but anyway. So yes, and the cutest thing is, I featured it on my Instagram, is this little guy. This is a miniature version of that bottle. and it's a sample. I received it when I purchased my reissue in Encore Las Vegas, and the box, I don't even think I threw out the little box, but it was literally the same box as the larger version. It's so darn cute. I'm gonna put it right in front of there, but I just love it for the aesthetic effect. I don't want to use it up, but it's just stunning. Okay, the next Chanel fragrance I have is Chance, which is a really nice light fresh scent in the summertime. And I was like, I think it's eau de toilette. Yeah, so this is eau de toilette. The other ones are eau de parfum, and eau de parfum is more concentrated than eau de toilette. Eau de toilette is recommended if you want like a lighter scent for the summertime. I think it's more appropriate for that. They do tend to be a little bit cheaper, but it doesn't matter. If you love the scent, you love the scent, right? I don't think this is available in eau de parfum, but that doesn't fit there. That fits in the larger compartment. So I do have a bit of wasted space up here, but I think for aesthetic effect, it's okay. Next. Okay, let's start with some of my favorites. So these two, well, these three small bottles I'll go through. These are iconic bottles from Maison Francis Coq Jean, and I really love their fragrances. I was introduced to Baccarat Rouge 540 when I was in Paris, and I didn't know, well, I heard of Baccarat Rouge 540. It wasn't sold in Canada at the time. It was, I was told that you can only purchase it in Harrods in London and then also in Paris. So I went to Paris, and I went to their perfume boutique, and that fits up here actually. And I had asked, you know, to smell this, and I'm not really a sweet, I don't really like sweet scents. I've always liked kind of like a mid floral scent, nothing so floral like Chanel No. 5, but I've always loved, you know, just something that just didn't give me a headache. Okay, let's just be, if that's what I want to describe it as. But anyway, I smelled it, I'm like, oh wow, that's really sweet. And I'm not into sweet smelling fragrances. Like I can't do the Marc Jacobs Daisy. Like I don't really like sweet smelling perfumes. So I said, you know what, okay, I'm gonna try something else. And they had introduced me to Amyris Femme. And hopefully, I mean, I'll insert the names in the description box if that helps, but Amyris Femme is so beautiful. It's a very clean, it's very floral, but it doesn't give me a headache. So it is absolutely the most wonderful. I wear this in the summertime even though it's quite strong, but I do wear it in the summertime, and it just smells so good, so clean, doesn't give me a headache. That's the winning factor, right? Doesn't give me a headache. But yeah, so we're gonna put that on display here. I just like how the bottles all look. Now, the next one, which is almost finished. So my Baccarat Rouge 540 little tiny bottle is almost finished because my husband loves it and he sprays it. We share it. He even sprays the Amyris Femme perfume as well. So these are unisex. I know they have an Amyris Home, but for men, but I don't really like the smell of that. But he does spray this too, and it works. So you can change and share with your brothers or your father or your spouse or any like male friend that you have in your life, and you can definitely share it. So this is, I ordered this. This is Baccarat Rouge, the Extrait de Parfum, and apparently this is just like Baccarat Rouge 540, except this has a little bit more amaretto to it. I'm not a perfume connoisseur, guys. I can't describe notes and all that. I'm not into that. There are people who are really good at that. I can't do that. I smell what I smell. But I thought, okay, this might be a stronger, more longer lasting version of the Baccarat Rouge. And it's not. It just smells a little bit more, there's an added deeper note to it, but I wouldn't say that this is stronger by any means. I wouldn't say that this lasts longer by any means. if anything, I feel like the Baccarat Rouge 540 lasts longer. So, you know, go with that. Actually, I'm going to put these on the bottom because I want to keep the top display free for other things, okay? We'll see. We can always change it up. So, the bottle that I have next is, again, this is also a Baccarat Rouge 540, but I ordered the Mama bottle. And anytime you're ordering perfume, it's always good to go with the bigger bottle because you get more fluid per dollar that you spend. So this ended up being cheaper, plus I liked the fragrance. So I do like this now with both bottles, and I'll show it to you. Oh gosh. So if you see, this is the packaging, right? And then on the back, through there, this is the little chandelier that's on the inside. So this scent was developed for the crystal company Baccarat. I purchased this. Now I love the smaller bottle. You can hold it in your hand. It's really nice for travel, even though we're not traveling anywhere. So I really do want to keep this bottle. I don't know if there's a way for me to refill this with this, but I did order a backup of this. That's how much I love it. I get so many compliments when I do wear this, but it's not for everybody. The thing with this perfume is I even have the atomizer too. If you've seen in my previous What's in My Bag videos, I have the atomizer with the little smaller bottles. The thing about this scent, what you need to know is you spray it, you can smell it on yourself, other people can smell it, but after about 2 weeks of wearing it, you actually get anosmic, or you become desensitized to some of the key ingredients in this perfume. And the way that I discovered this was I sprayed this and I was wearing it, and then when I ordered the travel set, I smelled it and it smelled like alcohol, like it just smelled like rubbing alcohol. And I'm like, there's a defect with my order. So I emailed the company and I gave them the batch number. I said, I think there's something wrong with the perfume because I can't smell anything. And they had wrote back, and I'll insert a screenshot of what they wrote to me, but that's basically what they said. And they said, give it a 2-week break and you'll start to smell it again. And guess what? That's what happened, because I even went, you know, now in Toronto, they sell this perfume at Saks Fifth Avenue. So we have 2 locations. So at Saks Fifth Avenue, they do sell this, and often it's out of stock, but you can still get it. And I even went there to smell it to see if my travel set was defective, and it also smelled like rubbing alcohol. So what the company said was true. I gave it a 2-week break and then I could smell it again. But sometimes I wear it and I, you know, forget that I'm wearing it, and then people will ask me, oh, like, what perfume do you wear? Even men ask me and they're like, oh, what are you wearing? And I'm like, you know what, I don't know because I can't smell it. So I'm like, I don't know if it's my hairspray or I don't know if it's anything else, but obviously this is a bigger bottle, so this is going to go in here. I am planning to get the Amyris Femme in the larger bottle, and I also smelled the A la Rose perfume, and my sister ordered that and she loves it. And I smelled it and I'm like, you know what, I do need this. So I am going to order that, but then I'm done for fragrances because I want to finish some of the other ones off and just keep a very curated collection, because anytime you smell something new, you end up wanting it. Okay, so what's in here? Okay, so I was inspired to get this. This is by Armani, and this is their Armani Prive line, and this is called Pivoine Suzhou, and this I heard of through Lydia Elise Millen, and this is a sweeter scent, but it smells really, really nice. I don't know what notes are in it, but it does smell nice. I also get a lot of compliments on this as well. So will this fit up here? Yes, it will. So I'm going to put it on the bottom part there. Next. Okay, so this is I'm going to insert their information. This is a smaller company. This is called Desgrange, and this is a family-owned company based in Paris, and I discovered them in 2017 or 18. I've been to Paris way too many times, but anyway, I was walking on Rue Faubourg. I was walking in the area and I smelled something really, really lovely, and this is in the summertime, and you know, I kind of turned the corner and there's this little courtyard and this beautiful boutique, and I walked in there. It was really small, and there was another woman there. She looked like she was from the Middle East, and she, you know, a lot of people from the Middle East really like rose perfume, so she was buying like crazy. Like she was buying some for her mother-in-law, her sister, and this is their signature perfume. I don't think they do anymore. And this is a rose perfume as well, and really, really nice. I think you can order this online. The bottle is very simple, so I went and I purchased this for myself. I purchased one for my mom, and I purchased one for my mother-in-law, and they do really love it. So I'll rearrange these after. And really, really beautiful, pretty perfume. It doesn't give me a headache. Okay, so speaking of clean scents, so this is from the Klein line. This is Klein Provence, and this is, I don't know if I can find this anymore. I think I did try to find it, but it smelled different. So this right here, it smells like laundry soap. So clean. So yes, this Klein Provence perfume, so good. If you want to smell like fresh cotton laundered sheets, it just, or you just want to smell clean, like this is clean. Like this smells like soap, but in a nice way. I would suggest getting this. It does smell really, really nice. So this also fits in here. Next perfume, so again, it is the iconic Viktor and Rolfe Flowerbomb. I was late to jump onto the bandwagon for this perfume. Like everybody was buying it, and I never purchased it. I thought it was lovely. It's definitely something that you can smell and recognize that is Flowerbomb. Like it has a very distinct smell, and you know, it's recognizable, right? So I ended up purchasing this I think 2 years ago. I ended up just biting the bullet. I got it in the Sephora 20% off the Vive Rouge sale, and it's just like it's really nice. I mean, it's really, really, it is a wonderful scent. Very strong, but definitely something you can wear in the evenings, and this does fit in the smaller shelf, so I'll put this down here. Okay, next, this is a perfume. I haven't really worn this as much. This is the YSL Mon Paris perfume. It doesn't even say it explicitly on the bottle. I don't even know if it doesn't even say it on the bottle. Interesting. But I purchased this, yeah, again in the VIB Rouge sale. I originally purchased this bottle, 2 of these bottles in duty free on my way back from Paris, and I gave one to my mom, one to my mother-in-law, and my mom has finished this and she does like it. It is a really nice perfume. I haven't worn it a lot because I bought it, and I already had a bunch of perfumes. So lesson learned, don't buy so many fragrances. You don't need that many, and I'll get into that later. But anyway, really, really beautiful bottle. It does smell really nice. It's kind of sweet smelling, but very nice nonetheless. And this does fit in the bottom. See, I measured the little tiers when I was on the website on Amazon, and I'm like, will I be able to make use out of this? And it does, and it just, you can see everything, and it turns, and my perfumes won't get dusty now. Okay, next one. Again, all of these so far are Eau de Parfum, except for the Chanel Chance. This perfume here, this is the Gucci Bamboo, and I don't know if you can see. I think I have to show my hand. The Gucci Bamboo. My sister bought this for me. It actually smells really nice. She bought this for me as a gift, and this is eau de toilette, so it's fine. Like, it's not as strong, or not, I don't know. It's just not as concentrated, but it still smells, you can still definitely smell it. Like, it's really, really good. But yeah, really beautiful perfume, and so happy to have it. I should wear this more often, because as I smell it, it does smell really nice. So I'll put that here. So yeah, I obviously don't need to buy more perfumes. Okay, this one is one of my favorites. This is the Ralph Lauren Romance. This is the original bottle. This one's almost finished, but I have backups. Again, this is one of my sister's favorite smells, and she wears it, so when I wear it, it reminds me of her. And this is a very winter scent, so I definitely, this is kind of grimy. I'm gonna have to kind of really rub into it and really clean it up, but I actually had this Swiffer cloth somewhere and I can't find them. That's really good for getting like dust off, because you know dust, like when it encounters any moisture, it kind of sticks onto things. But anyway, I'll buff them a little bit more, but I thought I'd just do this as I'm showing you. So they have variations of this. I think they have like a Midnight Romance, but this is just the original. Really, really nice. I think I'm gonna spray some. It is really nice. I highly recommend this, and this also fits in the bottom tier. So yeah, it's a really good display case. I'm really impressed. So I think this is about 200 bucks, but I think it's worth it if you want to display other things as well. Okay, this one. This is an earlier fragrance. This is a very elaborate bottle. This is Lovestruck by Vera Wang, and my husband, well, okay, smells really nice. It's hard, like I can't tell you what it smells like, but it smells really, all of them smell really nice. I got a sample of this. I remember I wasn't so much into perfumes, and I was at Toronto Union Station, and I remember getting a sample of it just at the station, and I really, really liked the smell. I used that sample up. I wasn't really into a lot of perfumes anyway. And then my husband ended up getting my then boyfriend, my husband, we weren't married at the time. He bought me this as one of my birthday gifts. So beautiful bottle, really stunning. Now these have since, you can actually find these on a discount. I think Walmart started, like these were like around $100, like your standard perfume pricing. And then they went down to like, I think $50 or $40. So they started phasing these out. And then Shoppers Drug Mart, they still roll around. So if you're in Canada, go to Shoppers. They do have the small version. I don't have one to show you, but I purchased them as gifts, and they're in like the $20 fragrance, $30 fragrance section. You know how they have those if you ever go to Shoppers, and it's like a miniature bottle of this with the flowers and everything. It's so beautiful gift to give somebody. And I think, yeah, they were like $20 or $30, so really, really good gift to give, and it's just stunning and it looks really nice. Obviously this is gonna go in the middle because it's too big. Okay, this one I'm almost finished. This is the Victoria's Secret Bombshell perfume, and this is like, yeah, my undergrad days. Yeah, Victoria's Secret it was new at the time. Like we didn't have a location in Toronto, and yeah, I remember when they came to town, like we actually had a flagship that opened at the Eaton Center, and then we had other stores open up. And you know, Victoria's Secret is known for like their body sprays and all that, and I wasn't into it because they were always kind of sweet smelling, and then they gave me a headache. And then this was one of their perfumes, and I just love the smell of it, and I get so many compliments on it. I'm almost finished. It's barely any left, so I'll probably finish this off. I'll try to make an effort to finish this off so I can throw this bottle away. I don't know if I'd buy this again. It doesn't last very long. It smells wonderful, but it's very fresh, but it doesn't last very long. So maybe because it is eau de parfum. It's eau de parfum, but for some reason it just doesn't last. Or maybe I just get anosmic to it like the Baccarat Rouge, so maybe that's the case. But again, I do get a lot of compliments on it. Okay, last major one. Oh, this is really dusty. I'm going to show you how gross this is. Like this is just, I don't know if you can tell, but it's really gross. This is one of my first fragrances that I purchased. This is Euphoria by Calvin Klein, and I remember one of my classmates when I was at U of T, University of Toronto, she was carrying this around in her bag, and she would spray it, and it smelled so good. And we were in the library and we were like spraying perfume, which is probably not allowed anymore, but yeah, that's when we were carrying big bags too to school. So I purchased this around Christmas time from Shoppers Drug Mart, so they had like a deal, and this is one of the first fragrances that I purchased, high-end fragrances that I purchased, and my mom bought it for me. So I was a student at the time, so I didn't have money, and yeah, and I still have it. There's, I think, half a bottle left if I look, so I really should use this, and this has got to be more than 10 years old. I don't know, does Perfume have an expiry date? These are miniature. These are from Hermes. This is a set that my sister got for me as she was coming back from one of her trips. And this is Un Jardin sur le Toit and Un Jardin sur le Nil. These are very, like, it smells like fresh cut grass. Both of them. This is a little bit the Un Jardin sur le Nil. No, the Un Jardin sur le Toit smells like honeydew, and then the Un Jardin sur le Nil is, I can't even smell this actually. Oh yeah, no. This smells more citrusy. Not like grass. What am I talking about? Yeah, it smells like orange and lime put together. Okay, so as I was saying, the remainder of this is just like miniature samples. I forgot to mention the Maison Francis Coquelin, the Amyris Femme, also comes in an Amyris Femme Extrait de Perfume. And this, it smells really good. It's just a little bit, yeah, I think it's just a little bit stronger. But anyway, I have a miniature bottle of this. It's really nice to keep in your handbag. So these sizes are really good. So it's good to kind of test out anything that you get. I feel like you should really test out a sample and see how it makes you feel. Sometimes your body chemistry might be a little bit different, and the scent doesn't smell the same on your skin as it does on somebody else, or as it does on, say, one of the little papers that you spray it on, or the little card that you spray it on. I have a lot of samples from Maison Francis Coquelin. I chose a lot of the samples from the Oud line. So we've got Oud Cashmere Mood, we have Oud Satin Mood, we have Oud Velvet Mood, and just Oud. And I wanted to dip my feet into some Oud, but it looks like it's not really for me. I mean, I may go for Oud, Oud Satin Mood. I may go for it, but I'm not in a rush because obviously I don't need any more perfumes. But I have a lot of those samples. I have a lot of miniature bottles that you get. I remember I got this Valentino Donna perfume, really small, when I purchased some rock studs when I was in Paris, and so she gave me this little perfume. This is Acqua di Parma Pionia Nobile, and it does smell really nice. Oh, forgot that it didn't have a spray. It is really nice. Really, really beautiful scent, but again, I'm not going to buy any more fragrances until I finish up at least some of these to just clear space and just really curate to what I really like. So, which brings me back to this point. So I have everything on display right now. I'll attach the door and then I'll insert a little shot of this, and I've also inserted little close-up shots of each of the bottles so that you can get a clear photo, and I'll also put the names down below if you're interested. What do I personally like at the moment? So I really like the Maison Francis Coquelin Baccarat Rouge 540. I probably won't purchase the Extrait version again, but I like the Amyris Femme. I really, really love that. The Armani Prive Pivoine Suzhou is really, really good. I really like that. Chanel Coco Mademoiselle is one of my favorites as well, and as well is the Rolfe and Romance. That is also one of my favorites that I really, really like. The rest are perfumes that I you know, don't need in my collection, but I have, and I'm very happy that I have them in my collection. But the ones that I named are the ones that are a must for me in my collection. But if I was to recommend a fragrance to anybody, some fragrances can be really expensive. Now, the Armani Prive Pivoine Suzhou is actually quite pricey. I can't remember how much it was, but it was over what your, you know, standard designer perfume price would be. So usually you know, you're looking at about $100 to $150 for a designer perfume 100 milliliter bottle, or a I think in ounces it's 3 point something ounces, but anyway, just like your regular size. And then when you get to some of these more exclusive perfumes from designer houses, they do get quite pricey. So the Pivoine Suzhou is nice, but it's expensive, right? So if you really, I'd urge you to get a sample of it first and then really smell. I think if you go to Nordstrom, you can make your own little samples, and they do sell it. So go try it out for yourself before you invest into it. The Baccarat Rouge is really, really good, but it's not for everybody. Again, I thought it wasn't for me because it's so sweet smelling. It smells like burnt sugar, but in a nice way. And it's beautiful, but I think that it's not for everybody, and definitely the price point isn't for everyone either. It is an expensive perfume, and there are dupes on the market. If you just go onto YouTube, and you will find videos talking about dupes for some of these more pricier high-end fragrances. And at the end of the day, it's how a fragrance makes you feel and how it smells on you, so nobody really knows what brand you're wearing. It doesn't matter. So you could probably do without the Baccarat Rouge. My all-time favorite is the Coco Mademoiselle perfume. I think this suits everybody. I think it's a classic. If you know, you're a woman, actually even men can wear this too if they want to. I definitely recommend this fragrance. The price point is fair. You're not going into something extremely expensive, but it's not necessarily cheap smelling either. I would definitely recommend it. Get a sample first, try it out for yourself, and then if you want, just get like the mammoth bottle, and you'll have it for many years, and it'll be more bang for your buck if you get a bigger bottle. So I honestly think this and the any of the Chanel Chance perfumes, these are a little bit less expensive. I think these two are fair options for anybody. So if you're going to be buying a gift for somebody, these two are good. They're not offensive. I don't think anyone would really get a headache from this, but again, it's all about your perception of the fragrance. Somebody might really hate it, but most of the time people really like this. So I think if you're going to get a gift for somebody, this is acceptable by a lot of people. I forgot to throw in some men's fragrances. So again, my husband, I really like the Bleu de Chanel perfume on him, or cologne, okay? This is Eau de Parfum. I really like this on him. I think this is the best fragrance on him. It doesn't give me a headache. I really like it. He does have the, I think it's called can't remember what it is. No, Allure, the Chanel Allure. I can't stand that fragrance. It gives me a headache. I want to vomit. I really don't like that, and I tell him not to wear it. He keeps it in the car. I don't think you're supposed to keep it in the glove compartment of your car because it can get hot and it can distort the fragrance. So I hate that fragrance. I really discourage him from wearing it. Thankfully he doesn't wear it. He wears the Baccarat, or he wears this. He did recently discover the Terre D'Hermes. This actually smells really nice too. And there's a miniature bottle. Apparently women can wear it too. So this I can stand too. It's a bit more, I guess, smokier. Is that a word? Smoky? It's heavier. And yeah, this I can stand too. You see how everything has to revolve around whether it gives me a headache or makes me want to throw up. But yeah, that's how perfumes work. Like some scents can make you feel sick, and you know, it's not cool to wear them, right? The whole point is to make you feel good. Yeah, so I'll probably put these in here because he puts these in the bathroom and then they get really dusty, so I'm gonna keep them here, and maybe he will stop overspraying the Baccarat Rouge because I don't want to run over it, but it's okay, he can use it, it's fine. He really likes it, and I like that we can share certain scents. He even likes the Amyris Femme as well. Beautiful fragrance. So now I have a tray with little tiny samples in it. I don't see the need to go over them again. Oh, I found the Oud Satin Mood little bottle. So this Yeah, this smells like vanilla and oud. I'm like, it's nothing you can, I'll insert a photo of it smells like vanilla and oud. This is one of their more popular ones. This I might stand, but I'm not in a rush to get it, so I'll wait. But I do really like the à la rose. I smelled it on my sister and it smells really good, and if she likes something I usually like it too, and vice versa. So I might pick that up, but again, I don't need any fragrance. Let me know in the comment section below, what is one of your favorite fragrances? Do you share the same fragrance as I do? What do you think of my display idea? You know, if you do like this, I think they still have these on Amazon. I'll put the link for it in the description box. But again, it won't get dusty, and I can put it in my Pax wardrobe, so it's kind of out of sight but still visible. I can see everything I have, and the whole idea is if you can see everything you have, you're more likely to use it. And here it was a jumbled mess, so I'll probably put this tray on my nightstand. The tray I purchased at like Closeout King, which is like an outlet store. They take clear outs from like other retailers, so this is actually a House and Home, like it's a Walmart line, but I know there are several variations of this gold tray available from other retailers as well. So this has a mirror bottom, so does this, so I'll probably keep this on my nightstand. I don't know, I'll see what I'll do with it. But anyways, let me know if you enjoy this type of video, if you like watching how I organize things. Again, I don't get a lot of time to do this sort of thing, and when I do, I really try to do my best, because when you keep things organized, you're more likely to use them, and if you're busy and you're running out the door, then you can really see and appreciate what you have, so you're not overbuying other things. I have so many samples, like I don't even know what to do with them. I want to put them in a big jar and have them on display, but or maybe just give them away in gifts if I want to, but I just have so many perfume samples from like Sephora orders, etc., from Chanel that I have, and I'm probably not going to use them, so you know, it does get overwhelming. So yeah, don't overbuy scents. You don't need that many. Just stick to a few that you really like and use them up, and then move on to the next one. Don't go, like I know some people go really crazy with that. This is quite crazy for me as well. I don't need more. Okay guys, if you like this sort of content, if you like content around luxury fashion and perhaps, I guess, beauty and fragrance or anything of that sort, then feel free to check out my other videos. I'll link to some videos in the end if you're interested to watch. Do consider subscribing if you're here. We'd love to have you here and join the community. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.